Hey, welcome back to my channel. Come on in here, guys. I've been away for a while. I went on vacation and I didn't schedule my videos to go out like I should have. So I've been away for a little while and I haven't kept up on my videos. So I tried to jump back in here today. It took me a little while to get behind the camera, but I'm back. And I want to talk to you guys today about some life lessons that I've learned over the years and things that help keep me grounded a little bit, even when I feel like I'm going off course a little bit. So these are just some things that I want to share with you. I have about 5 of them. And I think, even if you're that type of person who, you know, doesn't really set yourself up for the day, or you know what you want to do with your life, you just kind of have a hard time getting it going. Some of these things might help you a little bit. So let's jump right in. The first one is you teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. If you tolerate anything and you just accept anything that people do, that's how they're going to treat you. If you don't say anything when something happens, or if people continually do things that you don't like, they're going to start thinking, okay, well, you know what? She didn't say anything, or he didn't say anything, so it must be okay. It's not okay. And you have to let them know that's not okay. It's not acceptable. And the only reason they're continuing to do it is because you haven't said anything. So they think it's okay. They think it's allowed. And they're going to keep doing it. And they're going to keep trying you until you say something. So say something because it's not okay. It's just like, okay, for instance, I'm going to give you a little bit of my business. I have a neighbor that keeps letting their children run through my backyard. That's not okay. And I have a gate. They come through my gate and just play in my yard like they live here. That's not okay. So I have to say something. And I did, because I don't want them to think that they can just keep doing it. It's not okay. If the gate's closed, it's closed for a reason. So I said all that to say you teach people how you expect to be treated by what you tolerate. If I tolerate it and I don't say anything, you know what? They're going to keep doing it because they're going to think it's okay. And I'm here to let them know it's not. So that's the first one. The second one is, if you don't schedule your priorities, somebody else will. I have a routine that I do most of the time. Most of the time I set my day up the way I want it to go. And I'll have everything lined up so that I don't forget anything. I make my calls. I talk to who I have to talk to, meet with who I have to meet with. I schedule my day so that I don't forget to do things, and so that I don't forget to make my marks. If you don't schedule your day, then people think, okay, like say for instance, you work from home. People think that you're home, so you're not doing anything. And I've heard this so many times from so many different people. They think that because you're at home, you're not working. You're just there. And since you're working from home, hey, you've got time, but they can't because they're in the office, right? Well, you know what? We're in the office too. And you can't just get up and leave your desk or get up and stop what you're doing because somebody else has an errand that they need to run. It's not your errand. You don't need to do it. They need it done. But because they need it done and they can't do it because they're in the office, they expect you to do it. They're prioritizing your day. It's not in your routine. It's not in your plan. It's not what you have planned today. And you can't feel bad about telling people no. You can't say, well, you know what? She's in the rut, so I guess no. Because you're working. Just like they're working and they're making their money, you're doing the same thing. So, and that's just one example. There's so many other examples that I could think of. I won't get into all of them because there's too many, but you get the point. You have to prioritize your day. You can't let somebody else do it for you. So, number 3, the most dangerous addiction is the approval of other people. You can't let other people, I have a saying. My saying is, other people's opinion of me does not matter. I don't care. They talked about Jesus, they're going to talk about me. I don't care what other people think about me. I don't need other people to approve of what I'm doing. I don't. If they don't like what I'm doing, that's their problem. It's not mine. If they don't approve of what I do or the way I do it, Again, that's your problem. I don't have a problem with it, obviously, because I'm doing it. But you do. So you deal with your problem. It's not my problem. It's not my issue, and I'm not going to make it my issue. I can't make other people's problems my problems. And your approval of me, if you don't approve of what I'm doing, or if you don't approve of what I say, it's not my problem. That's a you problem that you need to deal with. So that's number 3. Number 4, reach out to people just because they cross your mind. Reach out, reach out. I've had so many things. Sometimes I'm not psychic or anything, but sometimes when people cross my mind, like randomly, it's usually for a reason. And I have a bad habit of not always reaching out at the time that I think of it. But then I call later on, I find out, oh, maybe I should have called when I first thought of you, because that was God's way of telling me, your friend really needs you. So when you think of people, be it family members, be it friends, be it someone you probably haven't spoken to in a while, and they randomly cross your mind, reach out, because that might be your sign that they need a friend. And you want to be the friend that they call. You want to be the friend that they depend on. So maybe reach out. The second one is, when you focus on problems, you'll have more problems. But when you focus on possibilities, you'll have more opportunities. And that speaks volumes. It does. It really speaks volumes. It speaks volumes, because if you focus on all the problems you have, then it's only natural that you're going to start creating more problems for yourself. Because all the little negatives and all the little what ifs and the little things that just, stick in the back of your head, they're going to bother you. And you're just going to have more problems. But if you focus on all your possibilities, you can create so many opportunities for yourself. You'll think of things that you never thought of before, because you're thinking of the possible things that could happen. And when you think of the possible things that could happen, you start noticing, hey, you know what? I can actually do this. I can really do this. I can make this work. But if you don't think of those things, if you keep that negative mindset, it's not going to work out for you. And I think that a lot of times, especially in the way the world is now, in the day and age that we live in, where a lot of people work from home, or a lot of people are trying to start their own business, you need to remember that. Those are some things that you can find helpful in almost any situation in life, not just, a job. Even if it's like content creating, you can find possibilities in everything. And the last one I have is, no matter how much it hurts now, no matter how much it hurts now, someday you're going to look back and you're going to replace your struggles. No matter how much it hurts now, one day you're going to look back and you're going to realize how your struggles improved your life. And that's the God's honest truth. Your struggles are going to teach you something. And you don't see it now because you're in the middle of the struggle. You don't see it now. But when you get over that hump and you look back, you're going to realize it made you grow up. You're going to realize that it made you stronger. And you're going to realize the things that didn't make you stronger, they didn't kill you, they only made you stronger. You're going to realize all these things just improved your life and the way you live it and the way you do things. If you're struggling and, I don't know, maybe you don't have a car, so you walk or you take the bus. It's a struggle right now, because who wants to walk, especially if it's cold outside? You don't want to walk, and especially if it's a long walk at that. But when you realize that, you look back and you say, you know what? When I was walking all them days to work, I was fit. I was in shape. I had stamina. I had this, I had that. And then when you stop, because you get your car and you start driving, you're going to be like, you know what? When I was walking, I didn't have this problem. I didn't have this extra pounds. I didn't have this extra flab. And you're going to be like, you know what? That taught you something. And that's just a weak example, but it's an example that you can use, and you can tweak it any way you want for anything you're doing in life. It'll work for your situation. These are just some of the life lessons I have. I have a lot more, but I only want to share a few with you today because I wanted to get back on here and say hi and have you guys come and visit me again. So until next time, see you. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video so I can give you more life lessons. Okay? Until then, bye-bye.